Hey there, have you ever wondered why a basic pair of sneakers can literally cost hundreds of dollars while another pair costs almost nothing? Well, in today's Explainer, we're going to open up the ultimate marketing playbook to find out. We're looking at the real world strategies businesses use to price, promote, and scale their products. And honestly, whether you're selling handmade cupcakes from your kitchen or running a massive global shoe empire, the rules are surprisingly similar. So let's dive right in and break them down together. To keep things moving, here is our playbook for today. We'll start with the scented candle dilemma, then look at surviving a price war, compare push versus pull strategies, dive deep into the Nike playbook, and finally, look at expanding online. All right, section 1, the scented candle dilemma. Let's talk about how you actually price a unique product. Okay, so picture this. Imagine you and your friends make the most amazing, completely unique handmade candles. You've just figured out exactly what to charge, and then suddenly, bam, a new rival sets up shop. They're making pretty similar candles, but they're selling them for much, much less. So what do? How do you price your special product when somebody else is trying to undercut you? Well, the first play in the book is called market skimming. To understand this, just think about skimming the absolute best, richest cream right off the top of the milk. You set a high initial price because your product is genuinely special. The source material suggests this is actually a fantastic move for our candle makers. You see, by keeping that price high, buyers instantly view those candles as a premium, luxury treasure. Plus, it makes sure you earn enough profit to actually cover the time you spend on that beautiful craftsmanship. Now, on the flip side, we have the exact opposite approach, which is called penetration pricing. This is where you set a super low price to just quickly attract a massive crowd and grab a big chunk of the market. It's a really fast way to compete with a cheap rival. But there's a big catch here. If our candle makers try this, they might completely lose that luxury magic. People might look at the cheap price tag and think, well, it's cheap, so it probably isn't very good. And then we absolutely can't forget about psychological pricing. Let's say you decide to price those candles at $9.99 instead of just an even 10 bucks. I mean, it's literally just a 1 cent difference. But here's the crazy part. Our brains are totally tricked by it. We read that 9 at the front and our minds instantly shout, wow, what a deal. It completely changes how we feel about the actual cost. Moving right along to section 2, surviving a price war and defending your margins. So you're trying really hard to protect your premium brand, but that rival down the street is practically giving their candles away for free. I know, it is so tempting to just panic and slash your own prices to match theirs. But should you? Well, according to the playbook, absolutely not. If you're still making a decent profit at your current price, hold steady. Starting a price war usually just ends up with everyone losing money. Instead of racing to the bottom, the sources give us a really clear 4-step defense strategy. Step 1, maintain your price. Step 2, increase the perceived value of your product. Step 3, use temporary promotional strategies. Think of things like a special holiday gift instead of a permanent price cut. And Step 4, strengthen your brand by loudly reminding everybody exactly why your unique quality is totally worth every single penny. Let's zoom in on Step 2 for a second, because it's incredibly brilliant. You can actually make customers feel like they're getting a massive upgrade without ever dropping your price tag. Imagine taking that exact same candle, but now you put it in a gorgeous velvet-lined box. Or maybe you just make sure to highlight that it's made with all natural ingredients and burns for 50 whole hours. Suddenly, the customer feels like they've found this amazing treasure, and the value totally matches that premium price. Okay, section 3, push versus pull strategies. Let's talk about getting the product to the people. So you've got your awesome product and you've nailed down your price, but how do you actually get people to buy it? Well, businesses basically use 2 main strategies, pushing and pulling. I know, it sounds like we're moving heavy furniture around, but understanding the difference between a push and a pull is honestly the big secret to getting your stuff into customers' hands. The easiest way to think about it is that a push strategy is kind of like a bulldozer. You focus entirely on the middlemen, like the retail store owners. You offer them trade discounts so they stock your product, effectively pushing it onto the retail shelves so customers basically trip right over it. A pull strategy, on the other hand, is like a giant magnet. You completely bypass those store owners. Instead, you use ads or social media to talk straight to the final consumers. You create so much excitement that the customers literally run into the stores demanding your product, which pulls it right through the supply chain. This brings us to section 4, the Nike playbook. Let's really master how this pull strategy works. If you want to see an absolute masterclass in how to beautifully pull customers in, you have to look at Nike. They don't just shove boxes of sneakers into sporting goods stores and cross their fingers hoping they sell. No way. Instead, they invest millions into telling really breathtaking stories. They bypass the middleman entirely and aim straight for your emotions. As our sources point out, campaigns featuring athletes inspire people to literally want the product, which massively increases demand. Think about it. By teaming up with huge legends like Michael Jordan, Nike isn't just selling a piece of footwear. They're building this massive dedicated fan base. People don't just accidentally buy Air Jordans, right? They camp out in line for them because they're so pulled in by the inspiration of those amazing athletes. Because at the end of the day, what Nike is actually selling isn't leather and rubber. They are selling these really powerful big ideas: performance, success, and empowerment. When you lace up those shoes, you feel like a winner. And it's that deep emotional connection that creates a fierce brand loyalty. Honestly, no simple price cut by a competitor could ever hope to beat that. Finally, let's hit Section 5, expanding online and scaling globally. Back in the day, if you built a business, you were pretty much stuck selling to your immediate neighbors. Buying ads on TV or the radio cost an absolute fortune. But today, the internet has completely erased those borders. It is the ultimate equalizer. It literally allows a tiny little candle business run from a kitchen table to reach a customer halfway across the globe, all for just a fraction of the cost. These digital tools give small ventures absolute superpowers. Take targeted advertising, for example. You can pay to show your candle ads only to people who literally just searched for home decor online. That saves you a fortune. E-commerce platforms let you sell 24/7 without ever renting a physical store. Plus, getting instant, real-time feedback through online reviews lets you build trust and improve your product overnight. It lets small creators go toe-to-toe with the massive industry giants. So, from the sneaky psychology of a $9.99 price tag to the incredible magnetic pull of a global brand like Nike, every single move in business is totally calculated. The playbook is always running in the background. So the very next time you open your wallet to buy a beautifully packaged candle or a fresh pair of sneakers, just stop for a second and ask yourself, was this product pushed on me or was I pulled in? Thanks so much for exploring this with me today.